Aaron,
Okay.
Go ahead and unmute. Thank you for waiting patiently.
Oh, thank you.
Did you
This
have an
topic.
opportunity to hear the audio?
Yes, I heard it. I heard it.
Okay. Let me just play it one more time because I know we got some new people in here. One second.
Do believe that female body count is really important to men. And I think if I were a guy, I would care about it as well. Here's why. I think that I think that it's a sign of disrespect to yourself to not treat sex as something that has value. And I think that guys still value purity in women. I don't think they have to be virgins, but I think they value women who have been hesitant to put their bodies out there with everyone. In other words, they don't bed hop. Maybe they had a couple of partners, a few partners, but it was people that they really cared about. It was committed relationships. There was monogamy involved. It was a sign of self-respect that those women had because they weren't willing to just sleep with anyone. I watch these videos of girls now, young women, early 20s, and you'll ask them, what's your body count? And they'll say, oh, I don't know, 10, 13, 15. That's gross to me as a female. I do believe that female body count is really important to men.
All right. So, Aaron, do you agree or disagree with what she said? Why or why not?
What she was saying is she feels like a woman's body count is important to men, and that's her opinion. If that's what she feels, then I mean, I don't agree with it. I don't think all men care about women's body count. I've never been asked my body count in dating or just sleeping with somebody. Like no man has ever asked me my body count.
Yeah, no man has probably ever asked you your body count because that's kind of an insecure question to ask. And obviously, I know you're not a man, but if I told you that, you know, a man that had no intentions of being in a serious committed relationship with you probably wouldn't care about, well, not probably, would not care about your body count at all because he's just trying to have physical relations with you, versus a man that does want to be in a relationship with you. He probably doesn't want to walk in a room with you locking hands with you, and Noble done blew your back out, Brandon done blew your back out, Division done blew your back out, Marty done blew your back out. I know you're not a man, but from hearing this from a man, like, can you kind of get and understand why a man might not want to just be with a woman that's been with damn near the whole crew?
Yeah, I definitely can understand it. I don't. I think everybody should have value in sex and their body count. Like I feel like you should have value in yourself to know that you shouldn't just be out here sleeping with everybody and their mama,
Okay,
especially in close proximity of each other. Like I can't do the crew. That's just too much for me.
okay. As a woman, do you think women should be more mindful of who they engage in physical intimacy with any more than men?
No, I think it should be the same. I think we should both be out here mindful of who we allowing and sharing our bodies with. I don't think it should be one sex or gender should value it more than the other. I
Okay.
honestly feel like if a man speaks a certain way about sex and intimacy, it'll turn me off. Like if he has no regard for a body in general, I don't want to deal with him. Like you don't have no value for yourself or the people that you encounter and you just doing stuff. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with you.
All right. Do you think there's an agenda among certain groups of people to encourage the sexual liberation of women?
When y'all ask this question, I really don't understand. Like, are you trying to say like it's a group of people out here that want people to be super promiscuous and just out here just free sleeping with who they want to sleep with? Okay.
That's
Um,
exactly what I'm.
I guess but I feel like the people that are doing it, I mean, it's some people that's just doing it just so, the stigma of it could, I guess, be erased or whatever the case may be. But I think it's also people who are tired of the double standard and that's why they pushing for this women sexual liberation. Like, oh, if y'all could do it, why can't we do it? Y'all saying y'all could do it and walk away with no emotions, women can do it too. So why are we being, chastised or demonized for it? We're
So
not worthy of it, worthy of somebody's affection or relationship just because I'm doing the same thing you doing.
okay. Do you personally support the sexual liberation of women?
I support human sexual liberation. Like if you want to go outside and hunch on everybody, that's your business. And if that's what you feel comfortable with, I do understand where Danny was coming from, saying like if you are just out here and you don't understand the reason why you're having sex, or or your reason why you're having sex, and you just out here just doing it just to be doing it, then that's a problem. You need to go talk to somebody. But if you enjoy sex and you out somewhere and you like, okay, I found this person attractive, they found me attractive. If A, B, and Z line up, we're gonna do it. Then that's your business.
All right. Um, so a man having a high body count does not affect his ability to get a wife, but it's not the same the other way around. True or false?
I think that's false. I know a lot of women who are sexually liberated, or you know, outside, and they get chose just as much as the woman who is staying inside and keeping her body count low and not being as promiscuous. Like, it's the same. I've seen plenty of women who do what they want to do with their body, and some of them get married before the other ones.
Really? So you
Yeah.
said just as much? You think just
Yeah.
as much?
In my profession, I have literally seen women who can go outside and, like you said, sleep with the crew or whatever the case may be, and a man will marry her. But the girl that stays back and is low key and don't sleep with everybody and be minding her business, she might get slept on.
Hmm. All right. Thank you, Aaron. Go ahead and mute up, and I'm gonna have Marty speak, and then after he speaks, we're going to have an open discussion. Before I let Marty speak, listen, I'm going to ask Marty the questions, and then I'm going to let Marty, he's the last person to speak. I'm going to let him address anything that he wants to address that Danny said. I'm going to let him address anything he wants to address that Aaron said, and I'm going to allow him to speak on anything else that he wants to speak on pertaining to this whole topic of body count and the promiscuity of women. And I'm just warning everyone in here right now. I'm warning the panel and everyone in the comments. Y'all are going to have a lot to say about what he is about to say. For the women, y'all are not going to like a lot of the things that he is about to say. So I'm just putting you guys on notice right now. So the people on the panel, Danny and Aaron, please I want to let him finish talking before. I don't want anyone unmuting their mic. I don't want anybody cutting them off. Once he's done talking, we will have an open dialogue. Okay. So Marty, please go ahead and unmute, brother.